Welcome to the commentary for To Be Born. This is Rob Kasmark, director and editor. We also have
Danny Hidalgo, director of photography, and also with
Kyle Escamilla, sound supervisor and production assistant.
Kyle was he was with us for every shoot, for every step of the way, and he was a huge part of this. Everything that we couldn't do, Kyle was doing. So
I also think we're late for this commentary.
Oh, we are. Who wants to talk about this scene?
Well, just as director of photography, we were outside. It was a dark setting. I believe it was 4 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really late. We got there, as soon as we arrived there was that guy who was, like, all the bars just closed, and he definitely, he fell and hit his head. It was bleeding, so we're like, half the time was trying to take care of him, and then we're like, oh yeah, we gotta shoot this scene. But I also hope this guy doesn't die.
What I also find interesting is these are outdoor shots. So we had to film this twice. Once was during the fall, and then when we realized the movie's set in the summer, we had to change locations. So they had to go back and have that same guy open the gate once again.
I think he remembered us too.
He definitely did.
That first shot coming in too, where you seen it was like a dolly jib shot. I remember I didn't want that, and I wanted a different shot. And Kyle and Danny were like, "No, this will be cool." I was like, "No, I don't want that. Like, just let's try." It's like, "No, I don't want it." They did it anyways, and they were right. It was a great shot.
It's okay, Rob. We forgive you.
Yeah, I know. This the bar scene that was fun.
Yeah, that was one night of going out to a bar with quite a few actors, and we were able to get them all to do all this crazy stuff on top of the bar, outside of the bar. And
we didn't actually push them. It was Jackie was kind of the instigator.
The lead actress that day, or I'm sorry, not the lead actress, the lead friend for the main
friend
actress.
One, I think she is.
Friend one.
I actually went to high school with Jackie. She's a nice person. We skipped man, we're like so late in this commentary. That convenience store was supposed to be a gas station. Not that one, a different one, and that was actually across the street from the bar, and it was like a last minute thing. We paid the guy like $50.
And I also remember the register glitching maybe like 4 or 5 times, taking about a half hour just to get that first part right.
It did get break, and there was all those bugs in there too.
Yeah, it was crazy. We had to close the door so quickly to keep all the mosquitoes out.
This was a day for night shot, right?
Yeah, we had we literally worked till about, I believe, 6:30 a.m.
No, like 7.
7. And it was definitely a long shoot, but it was so worth it. And they were troopers, all the actors. Thank you so much. And I know these interior shots here in daytime interior for her taking the pregnancy test. I know Rob's direction was definitely, you don't want to be in the moment. We want to feel her anxiety. And so we had a very large camera. We had gone through a few different cameras, in fact. And on that day in particular, we had a camera that weighed about, I don't know, anywhere between 50 to 80 pounds, depending on what we put on it. So we shook the camera a little bit just to make that feel right.
Yeah, and we called Danny Big Guns because he often has to carry the big, heavy cameras.
Big guns.
That phone right there, yeah, we bought that like an hour before we shot. I went to some like resale shop and I was looking for like some sort of retro-ish kind of 80s phone. I still have it. It's just laying around somewhere. Yeah, Amanda's not talking to anyone either. She's just improvising that conversation.
And much props to Christy, the lady who ended up helping us.
She's my sister.
Oh, I'm sorry. Lady sister. She ended up helping us.
That sounds weird.
Tremendously on not only the look that she gave each one of the actors for their hair, makeup, but also props. I mean, she stepped up her game, and she was able to provide us so much stuff for the shoot. So thank you.
Yes, she did a fantastic job. I love you, Christy, my lady sister.
We all love you. High five, Christy.
Oh, this shot here. We were trying to get this transition just right. Well, you see the next scene, it flows right into the clinic. We filmed the clinic first, and then if you see any of the behind the scenes pictures, you'll see a laptop next to this, and we tried to like frame it up just so that transition was as seamless as we could. And I'll comment on the editing right here. See how there's like that, I don't even know what the proper term for it. It's like that shadow effect where it kind of glitches out, or it's like a sort of like trails a bit. So actually after we did a pretty good cut of it, we put this on a really old school TV and filmed the TV to give it like a really analog look, and then we used those overlays just subtly and sometimes, not too subtly, just to give it I don't know, just sort of a really unique look, I guess you could say. Not using the bad TV plugin in Final Cut Pro.
Yeah, absolutely. It turned out well. Yeah, I love this whole sequence here. The little actress that's playing the little girl,
Leslie Gonzalez.
Leslie, she absolutely fantastic. We set this shot up, and then obviously we were in a clinic. Now we're in actually a gym at St. Mary's. And it was pitch black. We had to make it pitch black in there. Take down all the tables. Leslie helped.
Yeah.
We had to do take after take because we had a Steadicam. We had several different shots on a dolly. We had different lighting. We had a little bit of fog going on as well.
A lot of fog.
Yeah, a lot, a lot of fog. And she was just so patient and kind. And so I can't tell you how much I appreciated that, because especially for long shoots, for a little girl to help so much. She did excellent.
And her mom was obviously there too, and her mom couldn't have been, her mom was helping us move chairs, and, just great people. And I think to note, the nurse and the doctor, they did a fantastic job. I mean,
oh, absolutely.
Having to, he's a very Catholic man, to have him sticking his hands between Amanda's legs wasn't the most comfortable thing, and
and the way we had it set up with props and stuff to make it look, it's like an actual procedure, which we fortunately but unfortunately had to view. We had to view an actual procedure prior to going into shoot.
An abortion procedure.
Yeah. And Rob had seen it previous to the entire crew seeing it, and he gave us the option. I think this would be a good idea to see it. After watching that and after being disgusted by what I saw, it's like, okay, let's get in there. Let's make this look real. And I think you directed that very well.
Well, thank you, but something too to note, I think people will watch to be like, oh my God, this isn't how real abortions happen. It's not all this blood all over, it's more calm. Yeah, you're right. I've seen what a real one is. However, it's very dark. I mean, you're literally seeing hands, like real hands and legs coming out of a woman, and that's very dark. And so, is this an over-exaggeration? Yes. But it's done to illustrate like how crazy that actually is. Like,
and it's just how dark and evil it is.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, I don't know, man.
I think Amanda, the lead actress, right at the end of the sequence, she had to cry. And, for an actor to get into that state of mind, and it's hard to come out of. So she was in that, and we had to do take after take, and we were just going all these different angles, and it took her about 5 to 10 minutes to actually come out of that. And just
those
showing
are
how
real
much
tears.
Real tears, just showing how much she put into it.
God's love and mercy.
Yeah,
We'll be together with God.
Amanda, I can't say enough good things about you. She just did such a phenomenal job. Every shoot did, couldn't have asked for a better takes. Everything she'd deliver.
And now we should point out that little Leslie here, the little actress playing her daughter, cannot write.
That's right. That's my handwriting. See, people would always make fun of me and say I write like a third grader. Well, when you have to actually do that for a film, it works out great. So
it turns out you do.
Yeah. She literally just went over with the crayon, or she would just write her name over and over again, depending on the shot. And if you look close, now I kind of regret saying this because now you'll just look at it, but that's the sad truth of what happened. So it is what it is. This here is an homage. I seen Black Snake Moan, which maybe not be the most. It's got some rough stuff in there, but it had a really great scene at the end where it sort of encapsulates everything that sort of went on. And so just sort of culminating, if you could sum up the whole movie in less than 5 seconds, I kind of like want to do that and hit you hard. So. And this song, we had a different song for this originally, and we were doing some screen tests. It wasn't really working out so well, and so we looked for something else. And Mike Mangione and the Union performed this song, and just, oh man, I love it.
I just wanted to bring up something that was rather entertaining and humorous about that baptism scene. I don't know if you want to describe that for everybody.
And it's on the blooper reel.
Oh, awesome.
We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that. Enjoy the bloopers.
Oh man, this was a long day too. This is right here, favorite shot, Danny. Danny,
Oh, thank you.
So
That was about a 12-hour day of carrying a 100-pound camera around.
I like how the camera's getting heavier.
It just feels heavier. Just watching this, it's feeling like I was like, wow, I remember that. I remember carrying that tripod.
The best part
plus
though,
the camera, plus the audio.
No, after this scene, a bird pooped on your shoulder too. Then,
Which was wonderful. That was great. Great way to end a
we got a
brilliant
picture of that too.
shot.
Danny's sunburned, tired with bird poop on his shoulder.
Yeah, there's also there's footage of Danny commenting on the bird poop, I believe, in one of the behind-the-scenes videos. So if you can, check that out.
This was definitely my favorite shot on. This was our first day of shooting, and they had all those birds everywhere. And Rob's
We bought
like,
those, right?
Rob's like, just go for it. And they just ran towards each other and grabbed each other, and it was great. We had so many different setups. I mean,
Oh man,
Kyle, I know you put in a ton of effort.
Oh, I did. I remember having to run around with a loaf of bread and to just feed the seagulls and be attacked by one or two seagulls, trying to lure them into the shot. And yeah, it was a lot of fun.
it was good. Right there, I had to cut you off. That the very last shot. That was our very first shot. Literally, the first day, first shot. And I don't know. It's kind of symbolic ending on the beginning.
And absolutely, thank you to all the cast.
Yeah. Did we talk about Bailey yet?
I don't
Bailey
know.
Gamer. She was the voice of Susie, the child in the film, and she was. We did Danny did a national casting call for it.
Yeah, we did a national casting call, and she was the very last entry, and we had several entries. I want to say 100.
50,
As
or
I'm sorry. Yeah, it felt like 100.
Yeah.
And she was the very last one that had submitted, and
All of them came in. They were like, "Oh, okay, this one might work. This one might work." Hers came in. Danny was like, "You got to hear this." I was like, "Come on, it can't be that good." I was like, "It's that good."
yeah. And what's interesting is she was the last submission, and even after the submission date, I still received more. And I thought, you know what? No one topped that one voice that we chose in Bailey, so that was.
She's from. We're in Chicago. She's actually from Texas.
Oh, that's right.
So we did a. Ron Jackson, he has a studio out in Texas, and so we did like a remote. I kind of listened in via Skype while they recorded it. And Bailey's, I mean, the girl looks like she's supposed to be like 5 or 6 in the film. Bailey's actually 11, and she's just a fantastic actress.
Yeah, did a great job.
And commenting on some of the other actors, the person who plays her boyfriend, Marcos, that wasn't the original person casted for it. The original person canceled the day of the shoot, and
I stepped up.
Yeah, I was like, Amanda, what are we gonna do? And she's like, well, the guy I'm dating now he used to act, and I was like, all right, he's in. So Marcos, round of applause. You learned the script and did a great job in 5 hours or less.
Yeah, definitely. It was a very talented cast. I'm actually very honored to have worked with them all.
A few other people to note: Andy Adams did the music. Great job.
And of course, Susie for actually writing the screenplay. I know you guys really worked on getting the story and the direction of it. So,
yeah, Father Stephen. It was based off a letter from an aborted child, which is written by Marisol, and so we adapted it into a story. And Susie wrote the screenplay for that and kind of gave it, a beginning and end, a middle, all the stuff. So great job, Susie.
and for all the cast and crew that helped out. I know we had a very tight schedule to do this in. It was about 5 days, correct? With 1 day of pickup shots, maybe?
No.
There's a couple more days of pickup shots. I remember that.
There was yeah. I actually just did a pickup shot 2 days ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you, everybody. God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you.